The busy streets of New York City never sleep. The lights, the noise, and the crowds of people, everything combined, seemed like a continuous race. In that city lived a young man, Jacob Anderson. Jacob was the son of an ordinary family. His father was a taxi driver and his mother worked in a small cafe. Since childhood, Jacob had heard a saying, "Time is the most valuable thing in life." But as a child, he did not attach much importance to that saying. Jacob was a fairly good student at school. But he had a big problem: he used to put off all his work. He would do his homework tomorrow instead of today, and read his books tomorrow instead of today. One day his teacher said, "Jacob, you are smart, but you waste too much time." Jacob smiled and said, "I still have a lot of time, sir." The teacher only said one thing. "One day you will realize that time never comes back." Even then, Jacob did not attach much importance to that saying. A few years later, Jacob enrolled in college. He had a dream of attending a big college in New York. But here too, the same problem was wasting time. Hanging out with friends, movies, games, everything took up time. One day, the exam results came out. Jacob was surprised to see he had failed. The sky seemed to fall on his head. That night, he was sitting alone next to the Brooklyn Bridge. The city lights were shimmering on the water of the river. Suddenly, he remembered his father. His father would leave early every morning and return late at night. Even with his tired body, he would say, "Son, if you respect time, time will respect you." That day, Jacob realized for the first time, he had wasted his own time. From the next day, Jacob decided to change his life. He bought a diary. On the first page of the diary, he wrote, "Every minute matters." He divided his time. He would get up early. He would exercise. Then study. It was very difficult at first. His friends laughed at him. "Hey Jacob. Why so serious now?" But Jacob did not stop this time. One day Jacob was sitting in the college library studying. Then an old man came and sat next to him. The man was watching Jacob was studying with so much attention. He said, "Young man, what makes you work so hard?" Jacob smiled a little. "Because I wasted too much time before." The old man smiled softly and said, "Good. The moment you realize the value of time, your life changes." That old man was a successful businessman, Mr. Daniel Grant. A few days later they met again. Mr. Grant said to Jacob, "If you really respect time, come work with me after college." Jacob was surprised. He said, "Why me?" Grant said, "Because people who value time become successful." After finishing college, Jacob really started working for Mr. Grant's company. The company was called Grant Solutions. At first, he was an ordinary employee. But one thing made him different from others: his value of time. He was never late. He would finish every task before time. Gradually, he caught the attention of his bosses. One day, he was given the responsibility of a big project. It was very important for the company. Everyone thought Jacob would not be able to do it. But he planned every minute and worked. He worked through the night. A month later, the project was completed. It was one of the most successful projects for the company. That day, Mr. Grant called him to his office. He said, "Jacob, do you remember the day we met in the library?" Jacob nodded. "Yes, sir." Grant said, "That day I saw a young man who understood the value of time. Today that young man changed his life." Then he handed over an envelope. Inside the envelope was a promotion letter. Jacob is now the manager of the company. A few years later, Jacob himself became a successful entrepreneur. He started his own company in New York. One day he went to give a speech at a school. Standing in front of the students there, he said, "I once thought I had a lot of time. But the truth is, time never waits. Don't wait until tomorrow to do what you can do today." All the students listened silently. Before finishing his speech, Jacob told a story. He said, "One day I was sitting on the Brooklyn Bridge thinking, I am lost in life. But that day I learned one thing. If you value time, life changes. Because if you lose money, you can get it back. If you lose friends, you can get new friends. But lost time never comes back." The last words. That day, the students stood and applauded Jacob. As he came down from the stage, he looked up at the sky. He felt. The boy who once wasted time, today the same boy is teaching people. Respect time, and time will make you.